And a new report from the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, shows that the Biden administration has deported over 270,000 migrants in the fiscal year of 2024. Now, this marks the highest annual figure since President Joe Biden took office back in 2021 and is even higher than any year of Donald Trump's first term in office. The ICE report also cites that around 32% of those deported by the Biden administration had criminal histories, while millions are being documented for expulsion. Critics argue that the outgoing president's policies mirror those of former President Barack Obama, who also oversaw millions of deportations during his tenure as well. Here's a deeper dive inside the numbers.
The Biden administration deported 271,484 immigrants in fiscal year 2024, the highest number in a decade. This staggering figure eclipses the deportations under President-elect Donald Trump's first term and marks a dramatic shift in enforcement under President Biden, who once promised compassion in immigration policies.
If you take a look at the number of people who are coming, the vast majority, the overwhelming majority of people coming to the border and crossing are being sent back, Thousands, tens of thousands of people who are over 18 years of age and single people, one at a time coming, have been sent back, sent home. We're sending back the vast majority of the families that are coming. We're trying to work out now with Mexico their willingness to take more of those families back. But that's what's happening. They're not getting across the border. And those who are coming across the border who are unaccompanied children, we're moving rapidly to try to put in place what was dismantled, as I said.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, has put out a latest report that exposes a sharp rise in expulsions. In 2019, there were 267,000 deportations. Then during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, there were 185,000 deportations in fiscal year 2021. When Biden took office, ICE deportations plunged to just 59,000. However, in 2022, the deportations rose to 72,000, and from there the numbers kept increasing to topping 142,000 in 2023 and over 270,000 in 2024. The latest ICE report also cites that nearly a third of deported individuals had criminal records and most were recent border crossers. Biden's policies over the years have faced immense strain amid record-breaking border encounters. Critics say that the administration's migrant crackdown is a desperate attempt to project control amid chaos.
Throughout the year, the agency was called on to do more without commensurate funding, working within the confines of strained resources and competing priorities, while steadfastly supporting the Department of Homeland Security and its component agencies in their efforts to secure the border.
Democrats, who have been often vocal in opposing Trump's immigration agenda, now face a glaring contradiction. Because back in 2009 to 2016, former President Barack Obama deported over 5.2 million immigrants over his two terms, which was far more than Trump's 1.7 million in his first term between 2017 and 2021. While during Joe Biden's 4 years in office, the total deportations have been just over 500,000. Despite criticizing Donald Trump for his tough stance on migrants, Obama earned the nickname Deporter-in-Chief, as his administration carried out the highest number of expulsions.
The immigration system we have in the United States right now doesn't reflect our values. It separates families when we should be reuniting them. We're going to have to work with the Mexican government to make sure that we've got a well-regulated border. But I also want to work with the Mexican government because I believe that the long-term solution to the challenge of illegal immigration.
Meanwhile, as Trump's incoming administration is preparing for mass deportations, former acting ICE Director Tom Homan, who has been named Trump's border czar, has ambitious plans.
So at the heels of the biggest illegal immigration crisis we've ever seen in this nation, There has to be a massive deportation operation because 9 out of 10 of these people, based on 10 years of data, well, they'll lose their case, get order removal. If we don't remove them, what the hell are we doing? The whole world's going to know, enter the country illegally, what's a crime, make a false claim to asylum, get order removed, but you still have to go home.
But removing millions of undocumented immigrants will not be easy, because roughly 1.4 million individuals in the United States have final orders of removal, yet many cannot be deported due to legal or diplomatic challenges.
I never thought I would leave my country. I never had the American dream, but I was forced by the situation at this moment with the government of Xiomara Castro and her family. They are a narco family that criticized Juan Orlando Hernandez, and they are 10 times worse. The basic basket is the most expensive in Central America. You can't survive anymore. I am an electrician. When Juan Orlando Hernandez was there, I lived peacefully with my family. I could go to dinner at a restaurant. Now I can't buy an egg or a pound of rice.
While critics argue Biden's rising deportation numbers are a band-aid for a deeper crisis, in the coming time it remains to be seen whether Trump will succeed in fulfilling his promise, because one thing is clear, that the incoming president will invest whatever it takes to make it happen.